This is a Chucky Beat production.
Hey everyone, my name's Colton. I was contacted by Men's Long Locks to share with you all my long hair journey. My journey started when I was about 8 years old. My parents had asked me if I would grow my hair out in order to uphold and maintain some of our traditions. And we're Cherokee and Ojibwe, so traditionally our men have long hair. So they convinced me to do it, and I grew my hair out as a young boy, and it was tough. Young boys and young girls all look kind of similar, especially when they have long hair. So I got confused a lot of people when I went into the bathroom, public restrooms. But I dealt with it for a long time, for several years, and up about the time I started approaching, my teenage years, it got a little difficult to deal with. So I ended up cutting my hair, and it disappointed my dad quite a bit. So I kept it short only for about a year, and I grew it back out. Growing it out was tough. Growing out when I was little, I didn't really pay attention too much to it, but as a teenager, kind of with more of an adult mind, it was difficult because I had to deal with those awkward stages. But once you get past the point where you can kind of start to pull it back, it's easy from there. As easy as long hair can be, anyways. Because it doesn't require gel or anything like that. You could just put it back, or anything, or if you're lucky enough to have hair that's not like real frizzy, you don't have to really put anything in it. I'm not that lucky. My hair's pretty frizzy, so if I don't put oil or something, it frizzes out, so I just put a little bit of like argan oil or something like that in there, and it keeps it pretty nice. Also, to keep it from being too crazy, when I wash it, that's the only time that I brush it. I wash it, I brush it, I put a little bit of oil, and I put my hair up in one of those like knit hats. I don't like to wear them often, but for this purpose, it makes your hair dry pretty nice and keeps your waves and curls if you have them. So yeah, my journey started then, and I've basically had long hair since. I couldn't really imagine having hair any other way. We keep our hair long because it helps foster our connection to not only our ancestors, but to the earth and to our own experiences. As you grow, your hair grows with you, obviously, right? So we believe that those experiences that you have through life, they live on kind of as part of you, and that part of you is your hair. So when you cut your hair, you're cutting away a part of yourself, and you're cutting away those experiences and those memories. You're cutting away the recollection of how those times felt. So we try not to cut our hair often, just enough to keep it healthy, really. So that's why I keep my hair long, and with respect to that, my hair will always be long until the time comes when tradition says that I need to cut it, and in which case it will grow right back out and it will be long again. So, and if I ever have sons, hopefully they'll make the decision to have long hair too. So that's my long hair story. Thanks for listening to it, and I hope that maybe some of you who are thinking about growing your hair out decide to do so.